men's team between Italy and Great Britain. Former visitors, Great Britain. Number 12, captain of the team, Ward Barton. Number 0, Frey. Number 5, Brown. Number 6, Nash. Number 7, Ryan. Number 9, Brown. Number 10, Brown. Number 13, Susan. Number 14, Jenny. Number 17, Priscilla. Number 21, Hunt. Number 23, Fox. Jones, Jones. Number 4, Captain. Number 5, Benvenuto. Number 6, Tenaci. Number 7, Spano. Number 10, Gandhi. Number 12, Guillaume. Number 13, Said. Number 14, Murati. Number 16, Gianetti. Number 27, Boganelli. Number 69, Shalizar. Coach, Randall Winter. Today, games official, Tomasz Pajer, Czech Republic, Vojko Termona Diaz, Spain, Darko Jurek, Croatia, game commissioner Birgit Schneider, Austria. Now, if you are able, please stand for national anthem of Great Britain. National anthem of Italy.
Well, a warm welcome to everyone here from the Hotel Hills Arena in the Bosnian capital of Sarajevo, and in a venue that currently is staging 2 wedding events. We are going to have a marriage of our own here in Group B between 2 European heavyweights as the European champions Great Britain take on Italy. Both teams passed their first tests in their opening encounters, and now they will lock horns here in the Bosnian capital. Hello everyone, welcome to the IWBF Europe and IWBF YouTube channel for tonight's Group B encounter here on court number 1. John Hobbs on hand to bring you all the action in what will be an enticing affair, probably one of the most enticing encounters on paper. And we are close to tip-off here at the Hotel Hills Arena. Our 3 officials assigned this contest: Tomasz Paja from Czechia, Hector Carmona from Spain, and Darko Juraga from Croatia. Well, for Great Britain, the nation expects they want to get to the World Championships automatically next year in Canada, where they had to settle for the silver medal, losing out to the United States of America. Of course, European champions. They won the title last time out in Rotterdam. Coach van der Linden of Italy was the head coach of the Netherlands women, securing gold for his country at the last European Championships. Can he steer Italy to glory or make them go on a big run and qualify for the World Championships next year automatically? The top 5 progress to the World Championships next year. As our starting 5s are in for Italy: Giulio Papi, Ahmed Rawai, Andrea Giretti, Filippo Carrasino and Joe Boganelli. And then for Great Britain, it's Simon Brown, Kyle Marsh, Greg Warburton, Lee Manning and Ben Fox. Well, this certainly should be an absolute classic. It has the hallmarks of a classic. It'll be an enticing encounter, as said. As Carrasino and Manning get us underway, Great Britain have the first possession. And here is Marsh. Warburton gets to his spot, goes to the window and doesn't get it to fall. And that's Greg Warburton's bread and butter, but no good on that attempt. Here is Carrasino. Certainly one of the main offensive threats for Italy. Heads to the elbow and strings the first score of the game. Filippo Carrasino. Well, he formed a tough duo with Giulio Papi last year in Antibes in the IWBF Repechage, the qualifiers for the Paralympics, where Italy just missed out. Here is Marsh at the top of 3. Well, there'll be a lot of responsibility on Kyle Marsh's shoulders offensively. Big question is, can he rise to the occasion? A steal by Great Britain as Ben Fox, all alone in transition, anticipating perfectly where that pass was going to go. And it's 5-2 in favour of Great Britain. Carrasino needs help. Finds it, and Boganelli couldn't receive the pass there from Giretti. Greg Warburton And here is Marsh. Boganelli, a good defender, and he is tracking back on Marsh. Marsh just about gets past him. Manning fading away, a little bit out of his comfort zone, and he misses the two. He wants a foul, nothing doing. Giulio Papi a three, and that's off to the left. Now Great Britain roaring out in transition. Warburton turns his man and puts it in. Pretty move from Greg Warburton. Was gonna go for that layup instead, created a little bit extra space for himself with a beautiful turn, great wheel control. Italy a little hurried in their offense early doors. Fox, Marsh, Brown has a little bit of room, but we have a whistle instead. Ben Fox took an accidental hit. Ahmed Raurai also shaken up. Tomasz Pajer, our Czech referee, just checking they're okay, and we're back underway with Marsh. Marsh fakes, passes it out, Warburton. And an early timeout from Coach van der Linden. And Great Britain off to a solid start. They lead 9-2. 4 of 6 from the field to start for the European champions, and just what Coach Bill Johnson wanted from his team. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish, as the old saying goes. Italy, an extremely talented side. But right now, starting a little cold from the field. Well, we extend a warm welcome to you wherever you are, across Europe, across the world. It's great to have you all on board on the IWBF and IWBF Europe YouTube channel. We'll see if this timeout brings Italy out of their slump. Right now, haven't really got going. Great Britain out to a fast start. Giretti kicks it out. Carrasino on the catch and shoot. That grazes the rim. Boganelli and Marsh fighting for it. And it'll be a Great Britain ball. Marsh bumped by Papi. First foul of the contest. As I said, Kyle Marsh, a lot of responsibility on his shoulders offensively, especially if Greg Warburton doesn't get going. How will Kyle Marsh respond? He's had a fantastic build-up to these European Championships, especially in Cologne. Puts up a three, and that's short. Carrasino will slow it. Papi. We all know about his exploits from outside, but decides to keep his dribble alive. Papi to... That's a great pass inside. Boganelli, though, camped out too long. 3-second violation. The pass from Carrasino was nice, though. It was crisp. But Boganelli spending a bit too much time in the paint. Marsh. Fox zips it to Warburton. Great tracking back there from Boganelli. Marsh wide open and mid-range. And that doesn't fall. Papi lobs it out. And Carrasino did well to collect that instead. It goes to Raurai and inside to Boganelli, who gets it to go. Way to stay with the play from Carrasino. Italy making use of these very hard rims. Whenever you miss a shot, they just get out in transition. Manning is fouled on the floor. That won't count. Marsh. Marsh still has it. Inside. Marsh gets it back in and out. Ball is loose and collected by Andrea Giaretti. Giaretti, Carrasino calling for it. Didn't anticipate it that quick though, and he misses the layup. And it's rebounded by Simon Brown, the veteran. Brown now surveying what's before him. Offensive foul has been called. So Italy will get the ball back. Foul is on Lee Manning. That'll be his first. As Driss Said comes into the game for the first time for Italy, as does Gabriel Benvenuto. Benvenuto played just the one game last year at the IWBF Repechage, hoping to get more burn here in these European Championships. That's a tough move from Carrasino, can't get it to fall. Ball is loose, it goes out of bounds, it stays with Italy. Halfway through the first period here on court number one in this Group B encounter. Giaretti. And the pass from Said, woeful, and it goes out of bounds. And Great Britain get it back. Warburton. Looking for Marsh. Finds him. It's welcomed back by Warburton. Brown, ball is loose again, and Italy come up with it. Broken offense there from Great Britain, and away come Italy. Good defense from Fox. Whereas Driss Said was looking for the fast break score, and a timeout has been called by Bill Johnson of Great Britain. And out of the timeout, Great Britain have not put any points on the board. A few broken offenses. And Italy have looked to break out in transition wherever they can, but it's been a very choppy first period thus far. 4:18 to play in the first period. Both teams, of course, as said, won their opening games yesterday. And even at this early stage, a win would be quite significant in the Group B table. And as both teams head back onto the floor, of course, as well as Great Britain and Italy, the Netherlands, France, Israel and Switzerland make up the rest of Group B. So as said, a win for one of these two teams quite significant, even at this early stage of the contest. Finishes lacking from Raurai, and Great Britain will get the ball back. Great Britain shooting 44% from the floor right now. Conversely, Italy just 28. Warburton goes to the window again. That's his second miss of the contest. Usually so deadly from mid-range, especially when you use the glass like Greg Warburton does. Not feeling it at the moment though. Giaretti, Carosino in space, and Carosino in rhythm. Warburton. Marsh. Warburton gets it back on the other side. He thought about the shot. Marsh with 8 to shoot. And a risky pass from Marsh, and it goes straight to an Italy play, and a foul has been called. Benvenuto wants an unsportsmanlike foul, and I think the referees are going to have a little chat about this. As there'll be group substitutions coming in for Great Britain momentarily. Oh, an unsportsmanlike foul has been called. So Italy will get free throws and possession. Great Britain fans don't like the call. Oscar Knight, Abdi Jama come in, as well as Pete Cusack. And Gabriel Benvenuto at the line for Italy splashes the first, and Italy will get the ball back following these free throws. And Benvenuto splits the foul shots, but Italy will get the ball in a fresh 14. Unsportsmanlike foul was called on Ben Fox. That's his first foul. Giaretti back irons the three. Well, 3:08 to play, and after a promising start from Great Britain, they've been held scoreless for a couple of minutes. That ends right there, though, with Lee Fryer. As Italy go at it again, Carosino off the miss from Giaretti. Again, it falls out. Ball goes out of bounds. In fact, I think a whistle has gone before that. And a foul was called. Fryer. Oscar Knight getting to his favourite spot, but that pass from Fryer intended for Abdi Jama a bit risky, and it goes right out of bounds. And Italy will collect as Giaretti comes out of the game, and Enrico Gioni comes in for the first time. And here he is on the ball. Benvenuto. Carosino still has the ball. 7 to shoot for Italy. Carosino to Gioni. Gioni with the 2 off the window and down. 2-point game with 2 minutes to play here in the first period. And Italy having the better spell right now. Lee Fryer with GB's only field goal in the last 4.5 minutes of play. And Lee Fryer will have a chance to keep GB's scoreboard ticking at the foul line, but no doubt Out of that first time out from Italy, they've had the better of the exchanges. They've been more energetic. Shot selection has been crisp, and the overall gameplay, offensively and defensively, has been more organized. Lee Fryer, though, at the line. Product of the Wakefield Whirlwinds. As he missed the second, here is Carrasino. Carrasino slicing to the basket and gets it to go. Carrasino has 6 points, and the gap is 1. Fryer again. Fryer has a bit of room. Abdi Jama in his favourite spot. That's money. Abdi Jama, so deadly from the baseline. Carrasino looks to drive at Jama, but comes out. Benvenuto tries to get him some space, and his shot is off. Chioni with the rebound. 9 to shoot for Italy. Carrasino. Raurai. Lovely play, but the finish is lacking. Oscar Knight with the rebound. It's getting physical out there. Lee Fryer has it. 3-on-3 right now. Fryer. Final 35 seconds of the first. Abdi Jama, same spot. Nearly the same result as the last play. Carrasino rebounds. It's getting scrappy out there as the ball is now in the hands of Carrasino. 9 to shoot. It's around a 5-second difference between shot and game here. Shot is no good from Raurai, and here is Oscar Knight. Final seconds of the first. Oscar Knight powers his way to the basket, too strong as the first quarter ends, and Oscar Knight smacks his hands in frustration. We saw him make those throughout the under-23 Worlds in June in Brazil, but right there, can't get it to fall, and that ends a very scrappy first 10 minutes of play between these two teams. Great Britain with a slender 14-11 lead. They started out hot, but towards the midway point, they went cold from the field. Italy really took advantage of that and had it down to a 1-point game. Filippo Carrasino certainly doing some damage and pulling the strings on this Italian offense. He has 6 points to lead the way. Giulio Papi, with 5 minutes played, has yet to register a score, but he's on 2 fouls. For Great Britain, Greg Warburton with 4 points to start. As we get set to start the second period here on court number 1, this Group B encounter. It's been a fantastic day of action here in Sarajevo at the Hotel Hills Arena. Of course, the European champions on the women's side, the Netherlands, they coasted to a victory and went 2-0 today in their encounter against the French. Oh, excuse me, against Spain. France was their first game, actually, wasn't it? It's been a long day. Here it is, Carrasino. Dimitri Tanguy. Dres Said misses the mid-range. Oscar Knight with the rebound. Fryer, and he'll slow it down. Boganelli all over him. Cusack. Knight in and out with his mid-range. Carrasino. The shot is up from Gioni, and it's no good. Cusack comes up with it. Here is Brown. Fryer to Knight. Oscar Knight gets it to go and one. Oscar Knight thrives in transition basketball. And the man from Plymouth Fusion will go to the line for one. Of course, started his career, at the Plymouth Fusion, plays his basketball in Spain as he makes the three-point play. And Italy right now trail by 6. Driss Said. Carrasino motoring down the other side of the court. He wants the ball. And Said just goes it alone. Driss Said with his first field goal. And he gets the steal as well. Driss Said gets another one. Oh, how about the energy from Driss Said? Just what Italy needed. And after missing his first 3 field goal attempts, 4 points in the space of 5 seconds. And he's turned the tide of this contest. The 6-point game is now a 1-possession game, early doors in this second period. Well, on paper, this looked to be the most enticing game of the tournament thus far. It's certainly looking that way. Fryer, money. Driss Said, hounded by Knight. And a foul has been called away from the ball. Foul is on Simon Brown. That'll be his first foul. Well, a good start to this second period for Italy. 4-point game. Carrasino has it. They would love more production from him. Goes to the elbow and misses the 2. Rebounded by Knight. Oscar Knight with his second rebound to go with 3 points thus far. Here is Fryer. Fryer trying to break free from Boganelli. Goes for the mid-range and agonizingly falls out. And Driss Said is all alone in transition. Catch him if you can. (19-17) now. Here is Abdi Jama. And Jama connects. Abdi Jama, Great Britain's only Category 1 player in this roster. Of course, with Jim Palmer missing the cut for GB in these European Championships. And the rattler from Dimitri Tanguy, that's his first field goal. Brown. And Italy right now matching the European champions blow for blow. Jama puts it in. Here is Carrasino. GB with a mini press there that came to nothing. Carrasino still has it. Carrasino surveying, looks up. Boganelli is wide open there. Instead, he goes to Said. Said strings a 2. Well, both teams trading baskets, trading blows. Here is Fryer. Inside, Cusack was off balance, can't get his shot to go. It lands in the hands of Fryer. Plenty of time still on the shot clock. Fryer glides inside, Cusack off balance, doesn't get that to fall either. Gioni with the rebound, a whistle has gone. And it will be on Fryer. Simon Brown just needs a new wheel. There'll be a substitution coming in for Italy as Ahmed Rarai and Andrea Giaretti come back in. Kyle Marsh, Greg Warburton, Ben Fox and Terry Bywater for the first time check in. Here is Dimitri Tanguy. Giaretti did well to collect that and the finish inside. Saeed again. And now we're tied up at 23. Marsh. Bywater. Marsh gets it back. Fox. And Fox can't get that friendly roll. Marsh and Bywater did well, though, to track back straight away in on defense, stopping any sort of Italian transition play. And a whistle has gone. A foul is called. It's on Brown. And that's Brown's second foul of the game. Giaretti. Carrasino did well to collect, but fading away and his shot too strong. Bywater comes up with it. 4:46 to play in the second. Marsh still stuck on 3 points, 1 of 5 shooting. Fox has it. And a whistle away from the ball. And it's on Carrasino. So Filippo Carrasino will come out. Boganelli coming back in, as is Giulio Papi, who comes in for Driss Saeed. What a contribution Driss Saeed has made in this second period. 7 points for him. Bywater off the glass. And that's enough for Italy to call a timeout with 4:30 to play. Great Britain 25-23 up in what has been a very open but at times scrappy second period. Italy outscoring Great Britain, albeit by 1 point in this second period. Driss Saeed with 10 points leading the way for Italy. What a contribution he has made. So those 7 points, I said, make that 10 points. 5 of 8 from the field. 7 points for Abdi Jama, almost exclusively from the mid-range. But that's where he does most of his damage offensively. As both teams come onto the floor. And Italy assistant coach Fabio Castellucci just having a quick chat with the table. Giulio Papi. Averaged 21 points last year in Antibes at the Repchage and can't get that shot to fall. 0 of 2 here in this game. That's a foul away from the ball, and Andrea Giaretti the guilty party. First foul on Italy's number 16. few calls from the GB fans for an unsportsmanlike as well, but well, the referees are having a chat. Coach Bill Johnson a little on the animated side as well. And Tomasz Pajer, our Czech official, wants a review, and Van der Linden, the Italy coach, incensed. Bill Johnson wants a review, he'll get a review, and the referees are now seeing if that was an unsportsmanlike foul by Andrea Giaretti on Ben Fox. And we don't have the benefit of any sort of replay on the commentary box, so we will wait and see what the referee's decision is. Tomasz Pajer and Darko Jurega are two officials looking it up, and looks like the original call will stand. It will not be an unsportsmanlike foul, it's just a regular foul, so Great Britain will get the ball. Both teams with one more foul to give. Warburton, and Marsh gets it back. Marsh stops but can't get the pop, and Terry Bywater wisely stopping the transition play for Italy. As soon as that shot is up, he is back on defense. Boganelli inside. Boganelli under all sorts of pressure from Marsh, and a foul is called on Marsh. Fourth team foul for Great Britain with 3:51 to play in the half. 25-23. Boganelli at the line. One of the glue players of this Italian side, made his debut for the senior team at the European Championships back in Rotterdam. Started all games at the repechage, and again carried his same style of gritty play in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, for Italy's under-23 team at the Worlds. So we're tied at 25. Bywater. Fox cutting to the basket and lays it up and in. And a whistle has gone. And it was just to help Joe Boganelli up. Well, Great Britain so far have answers for Italy's runs. Giaretti. Good defense from Fox. Boganelli a two. Money. That will not count, actually. Offensive foul has been called. Italy's bench is absolutely incensed at the call. So the two will count. They've just retracted that, but the foul stands. Coach Johnson now getting animated. Boganelli's two will count. The moment that whistle went and the referee originally blew that it was no basket, the Italy bench were in absolute uproar. But it was quickly reversed. Substitutions coming in for Italy as Gabriel Benvenuto will check in, as will Gabriel da Silva Pellizzari. As Giaretti and Rarai come out. Great to see Gabriel da Silva Pellizzari on the floor for the senior team. One of the key offensive players in the under-23 team in June. Great future for him. Warburton, Bywater, sets himself. And the three is no good. And here is Pellizzari. Papi. Coming up to 3 minutes to play. Boganelli fakes Brown. Papi has it back, 8 to shoot. Pellizzari, closely marked by Fox. Good defense from Ben Fox, suffocating Da Silva Pellizzari, making sure that There was no lane and no passing options for him. And the shot no good from Benvenuto. Here is Warburton. Warburton. Bywater. Bywater off the glass, gets it to go. Terry Bywater, the veteran. 4 points for GB's number 7. Papi can't hang on. Warburton all over it. And Ben Fox can't hang on. That would have been a certain transition play that could have ended in a Bywater score there if Fox would have hung on. 2:16 to play in this second quarter. A closely contested game thus far. Biggest lead for either team has been 7 points. Papi. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Dimitri Tanguy. Tanguy looking for Benvenuto. Benvenuto under pressure. Can't get that to fall. Fox is fouled by Tanguy. And that'll put Italy in the penalty with that. So Great Britain will get free throws for the final minute and 54 here in the second period. Ben Fox at the line, and even though Kyle Marsh has been the primary ball handler in this game, with obviously Phil Pratt not in the GB squad due to personal reasons, a lot of responsibility on Ben Fox's shoulders in these Euros. Tasked, you could say, with being the primary ball handler, even though we've not seen much of that in this game thus far. Pellizzari. Tanguy. 8 to shoot. Papi. Boganelli does so well cutting to the basket, but finish lacking there, and Bywater and Warburton will let that go out of bounds. But Joel Boganelli just does so well, reads where the ball is going, cuts to the basket, uses the wings to his advantage. Here is Bywater. Bywater can let him fly from there, decides to go a bit closer. Warburton zips it along to Marsh. 9 to shoot, and Bywater again. How about Terry Bywater in this second period? 6 points off the bench for Terry Bywater, who made his international debut 25 years ago. There's Pellizzari. What a play from Gabriel da Silva. Pellizzari wasn't even looking at the basket. Warburton thought about the shot. Bywater has it. Bywater over Benvenuto. Bywater in a groove. Tanguy. Papi. Pellizzari. Tanguy again. 7 to shoot. 7-second difference between shot and game. Papi has it. Papi is fouled, and Giulio Papi, a chance for him to finally get some love at the foul line. As the ball rolls towards the Israeli player sitting right beside me on the commentary box. Giulio Papi makes the first, and finally he's off the mark. Averaged 12 points for Bilbao in last season's IWBF Champions Cup. Giulio Papi, a really strong offensive threat for Italy, and right now hasn't been able to get a field goal, but finally gets his first points from the line. Bywater, it was a risky pass from Marsh. Italy have it, ball is loose, but it doesn't matter because that'll do it for half time. Well, it's been quite the affair so far. Great Britain leading 34-31. It's been physical, it's been scrappy. A lot of the time it's been open, shots being made at both ends. Italy shooting 43% from the floor, Great Britain an even 50. Terry Bywater off the bench, 4 of 5 from the field for his 8 points, chuck in 2 rebounds for good measure. Abdi Jama with 7 points, all in the first period for Great Britain. Driss Said with 10 points, all in the second quarter. Leading the way for Italy, Filippo Carasino and Joe Boganelli both have 6 points each. Boganelli a flawless 2 for 2 from the field. So it is half time here on court number 1 here in Group B. All to play for in the second half. Don't go anywhere. It has all the hallmarks for a thrilling encounter ahead. Great Britain lead it by 3, 34-31. We'll be back in around 10 minutes' time. Well, we welcome you back to the Hotel Hills Arena here in Sarajevo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, as the IWBF European Championships continue, and you're locked into this Group B encounter on Court 1, and Italy trail Great Britain 34-31, all to play for in the second half. Should be an absolute thriller here to close out our day's play on this court. Good evening, everyone. John Hobbs on hand on the IWBF Europe and IWBF Europe channel. Of course, the challenges keep on coming for these two nations as Great Britain take on France tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 local time, and the Italians will square off against the Netherlands. Both those games taking place over on court number 2. Great Britain will go from the afternoon play to being the first team on court. The day after that, they'll take on Switzerland at 9:30 local time as we start the third period here. Manning inside, whistle has gone. Well, he attracts a lot of attention, does Lee Manning. One of the premier big men in this sport. Averaged a double-double at the last European Championships, 14 points, 10 boards. Plays his basketball in Turkey with Galatasaray. Here is Warburton in space and finally gets his first field goal. Oh, excuse me, actually his third field goal. My apologies. 6 points for Greg Warburton. Carrasino on the ball. Driss Said. Gioni, great part of a shot clock violation in any event. Patient build-up play from Italy, maybe too patient. Well, GB lead by 5 at the moment. Biggest lead for either team has been 7 points. Here is Warburton. Warburton still has the ball. Marsh. Warburton again in space. And off the window and down. 4 quick points in this third period for Greg Warburton. Carrasino. Carrasino gets it back. Benvenuto trying to fake out Warburton. Carrasino, 3 to shoot. Offensive foul is the call. It's on Enrico Gioni. And that'll be his first foul of this contest. And GB currently with their biggest lead of the game. As Gioni comes out into the game for the first time, Simone Di Maggi. Marsh, a 3. No, he looks to go inside to Manning instead, and Manning puts it down. Well, from where we looked on the commentary box, it looked like Marsh was going for the 3. Obviously, where you're watching at home, probably looked a lot different. And this is Great Britain's biggest lead of the game. Quick timeout called by Italy. Early doors here in the third period, and Great Britain out to a good start. A 6-0 start to this third period for the European champions. And before the timeout was called as well, Dres Said with his third foul of the contest. And that could really hamper Italy. As Great Britain will get the ball early doors in the third period. Warburton thought about the three, but was closed down by Boganelli. Still has it and puts it back in. Greg Warburton. 6 points in 2 minutes. Carosino to respond, and does. And a foul away from the ball on Ahmed Rarai. That's his second foul of the evening. And Lee Manning just getting a replacement wheel onto his chair. So a brief break in play as Fabio Castellucci and Gert van der Linden just having a chat on the Italian bench. Plenty for them to think about right now. Great Britain in a groove, biggest lead of the contest for them. Warburton with the hot hand, and his shot is, or his pass is out of bounds. It actually came off Warburton last, so Italy will get the ball. Here is Carosino. Carosino on 6 points. Struggling though from the field, 3 of 9. Rarai inside, gets the friendly roll. Well, GB started on a little bit of a run. Now Italy trying to make their claim. Warburton. Marsh just has freedom of the land, but fluffs his lines. Benvenuto, Boganelli, and he'll slow it down. Carosino pulling the strings in the Italian offense. Carosino marked by Fox. Fox with the foul. And Ben Fox now with his second foul of the contest. Carosino trying to get past Marsh. Dimaghi has it. Dimaghi one on the shot clock. Benvenuto just gets it off in time. Manning with that long reach gets the rebound, and his wheel has come loose again, so play will stop. Italy not happy because this is the second time in about a minute that Lee Manning has had to have a replacement wheel, but brief break in play, and also as well Simon Brown getting his wheel adjusted as well. Well, there's no love lost between these two nations. We knew that coming in. A heavyweight clash here in Group B. Carosino. Dimaghi calling for it, puts up the mid-range, that's off, too long. Marsh struggling to get the ball to Fox. It will be a Great Britain ball. Warburton. 4 minutes played in the third period. And it is getting a little feisty out there. Warburton, though, certainly the man with the hot hand. Marsh lines it up and hits the back iron. Carrasino has it. Carrasino gets to the foul line. Boganelli, 8 to shoot. Carrasino over Warburton. Good defense from Warburton. And that'll be a Great Britain possession. There's Carrasino and Manning colliding at mid-court. Dimaggi and Benvenuto come out. And Giaretti and Papi check in. Marsh, Warburton. Back to Marsh. Fox, plenty of time on the shot clock for Fox. Carrasino with it. And a foul away from the ball. Foul called on Kyle Marsh, bumping into Boganelli. And that is Marsh's third foul as well. Carrasino, 8 to shoot. Boganelli looks to cut to the hoop. Carrasino goes it alone. 7-point game. Marsh, lovely pass to Fox. Fox composed, misses. Carrasino rebounds. 6 rebounds for Filippo Carrasino to go with 8 points. Abdi Jama, Harry Brown come back in, as does Lee Fryer. There's Marsh, Simon Brown, and Ben Fox head to the bench. Here is Papi. Papi still has it. Carrasino in space at the short 2, and he gets it to go. Italy slowly but surely creeping back in. Warburton throws it wide to Fryer. Bumped by Papi. Here is Warburton. Warburton again. Again, Greg Warburton. Greg Warburton in this third quarter has been a living, breathing firework from mid-range. Giaretti. Papi gets into space. Good defense from Great Britain. Fryer comes up with the loose change. Nearly played 7 minutes. Warburton! Man, Warburton get a bit of a heat check there as he grimaces in frustration. Driss Said, who had a fantastic second quarter, will check back in for Italy. Ahmed Rarai comes out. Carrasino, Papi, deflected by Warburton. That'll be a Great Britain ball. It came off Papi last. Greg Warburton anticipating where that pass was going to go. Good last few stops here for Great Britain as they look to go up the gears. Fryer looking for Manning inside. Manning can't get that shot to fall. Usually so deadly under the hoop. Carrasino stolen away and a foul called on Carrasino as Harry Brown intercepted the pass. Now the referees are going to have another chat to see if this could be an unsportsmanlike foul. Carrasino can't believe the call either way. And an unsportsmanlike has been called. Carrasino protests his innocence. Harry Brown, the Halifax native, will head to the stripe for foul shots, and Great Britain get possession. But scuffs the first. Plethora of Italy fans trying to put Brown off at every attempt. He misses them both, so they've done their job. Can Italy do their job, get the stop that they need, and get back into this? They've had their spells, no doubt about it. Great Britain have led for the vast majority. Fryer has it, 6 to shoot. Warburton, he has the hot hand in the third. Fryer at the foul line over Boganelli, no good. Boganelli stands his ground, ball is loose, and it'll go to the Azzurri. And with that last foul from Italy, that unsportsmanlike, they're now in the penalty. Here is Giretti. Giretti inside, and the miss there from Said, rebounded by Fryer. Lee Fryer with only his second rebound of the contest. Abdi Jama in his favourite spot, money! Abdi Jama. He now moves on to 9, 4 of 5 from the field for Abdi Jama. Carrasino gliding his way to the cup, deflected by Manning, reclaimed by Manning. Warburton, Fryer dumps it off, Manning inside. The momentum is with Great Britain right now. They're in a groove, they lead by double digits. Italy rocked. 3 is up, off to the left, rebounded by Papi. Taken by Giretti, and they'll reset. Lovely bounce pass from Giretti. Maybe one pass too many though. Italy will keep it with 2.9 on the shot clock. As Dimitri Tanguy and Ahmed Rouai comes back into the game, Joe Boganelli and Andrea Giretti head to the bench. But Italy have got a dance here. 2.9 on the shot clock. Defense in the key from Great Britain. As Driss Said is open in the perimeter. Carrasino, they've got to put something up. Shot clock violation. Great Britain stand their ground and proud. Great hands from Lee Manning, getting his hands up. That long reach, doing just enough. And I'll have a brief break in play. 34.6 on the clock in the third. Well, this has certainly been Great Britain's quarter. They've outscored Italy 16-8. Greg Warburton has it. He's been the catalyst for Great Britain in this third period. He has the ball. Abdi Jama. Jama wrestled off it by Rouwijn, and whistle has gone. Now the Italy bench won an unsportsmanlike foul. The foul is on Manning, and now the referees will have another talk. And a regular foul is the call. Great Britain are now in the penalty. In fact, the referees are going to check the call. They're going to see if this was an unsportsmanlike by Manning. Manning having a quick chat with his teammates, nodding in approval, unsure as to what he's nodding about. As both teams await the referee's decision, our referees Tomáš Paja of Czechia and Hector Carmona of Spain. Having a look at the monitor, our other official, Darko Uraga, waiting at half court. Well, most of the teams taking part in these European Championships all here watching this one. The Great Britain women watching as well. And an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Manning. No complaints from Lee Manning. So Italy get foul shots and possession. 20.9 on the clock. 2 fouls now on Manning. And Giulio Papi at the foul line makes the first. Giulio Papi, the veteran of this Italian team, makes them both. We have another break in play here. Italian coach Gert van der Linden now having a chat with our Spanish official. So Daris Said will get us back underway. Here is Papi. 9 to shoot for Italy. GV suffocating defense. Tanguy to Papi. They've got to get busy here, Italy. Papi back irons the midi. Final seconds of the third quarter. It's been a feisty one. Brown has it. Brown launches and it smacks the backboard. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. And it's certainly been Great Britain's third quarter. They hold the key, but can Italy unlock and get the combination correct in the fourth period and mount a challenge on this GB side, the European champions? Great Britain outscoring Italy 16-10. Greg Warburton, a phenomenal third quarter for him. He has 12 on 6 at 8 shooting, chucking 3 assists, 2 steals for him. Only player for Team Great Britain that has double figures. Abdi Jama has 9 on 4 of 5 shooting, almost exclusively from the mid-range. Filippo Carosino has 12 points and 6 rebounds for the Azzurri. They're certainly not out of it, though. It promises to be a thrilling fourth and final quarter here in Sarajevo. Between these two European powerhouses. Italy would love to inflict a first defeat at the European Championships on Great Britain. Great Britain undefeated in Rotterdam en route to European glory last time out. As Giulio Papi gets us underway in the fourth. Tanguy. Tanguy looking for options. Papi is wide open on the other side. Tanguy whips it out to Papi. Carrosino, good defense from Brown. Carrosino dumps it off. Papi under the hoop. Warburton looking to create space for himself. Fryer thought about the shot. Papi all over him like a rash. Fryer gets it back. Warburton in space from the elbow. Cash. Tanguy. Carrosino almost wasn't expecting that. And Carrosino puts it in. And a whistle has gone. An offensive foul has been called against Great Britain. So Italy will now get the ball back. Papi. 7-point game. Papi has the ball. Tanguy. Fryer on the deck. Said whips it out. Tanguy for three. And that's off to the right. That would have been a huge three had that dropped. Italy 0 of 4 from downtown in this one. Warburton puts it up off the window, too short. Papi rebounds. Tanguy. Dres Said has it. Dres Said almost given freedom of the land. Kicks it out to Carrosino instead. Gives it up. Ball is loose. Rawai comes up with it and puts it in with the left. Fryer. Van der Linden barking instructions. Foul is called as Fryer attacked the cup. And a timeout has been called. Bill Johnson wants to call his troops in. 7:46 to play, 52-47. Great Britain keeping their field goal percentage above 50%. Italy, conversely, shooting at 45% from the field. One thing Van der Linden will look to stop is the amount of turnovers for Italy, particularly in the first half. They've kept their turnovers down in the second half, but in the first, they particularly struggled. 18 turnovers in total for Italy. Great Britain have scored 12 points off those turnovers, and that is a considerable factor into the European champions' advantage. As Lee Fryer heads to the stripe for Great Britain. And I have been tasked by the local organising committee to keep the referee's locker room key safe. I do more than just commentate. Anyway, back to the action. Here is Tanguy. Carrosino. Papi has it. Tanguy sweeps it wide. Carasino, good defense from Manning, albeit off balance, and Italy will retain possession. 5 to shoot for the men in white. Tanguy throws it up, and no good. Fryer looking for help and finds it in Harry Brown, but the ball goes out of bounds. Great Britain lose it. And now Great Britain in double figures for turnovers. That's turnover number 10 for them as Tanguy and Saeed come out. Giaretti checks in, as does Joe Boganelli. Papi, what magic can he conjure up? Giaretti, up and under, wild shot. They still have it. Great defense again from Manning. Smothering Carasino, off balance, throws it, partially blocked, it goes up, it's rebounded by Fryer, a whistle has gone. Getting physical out there. Rebound number 4 for Lee Fryer. And the referee's now having another briefing. So typical of the physicality of this contest. It's what we were expecting coming in. Both these teams not giving an inch, giving everything they have and leaving it out on the floor, their heart, their soul, their passion on display. As Giulio Papi heads back to the stripe for Italy. And he fluffs his lines. Here is Abdi Jama. That last play was actually a foul on Abdi Jama. As the ball is loose, Manning still has it. Manning is hounded again, and Lee Manning will go to the foul line. Man who missed the cut for the Paralympics in Rio, but has been a mainstay with the national team ever since. As Manning misses the first. Just to keep you updated, that foul shot from Italy was a technical foul on Coach Bill Johnson. As Manning splits the foul shots. And another whistle has gone. Boganelli on the deck. And the foul will be on Boganelli. Foul number 1 for him. Well, Great Britain, it hasn't been the prettiest performance so far from Great Britain, and hasn't been the prettiest performance from Italy. Still all to play for. Fryer throws one up, and it ricochets out, does a little victory lap before landing into the hands of Giaretti. Papi lets fly and gets the friendly bounce. Italy not going away. Great Britain no doubt need to close out strong here. Jama throws one up. He misses. Rebounded again, this time Carasino. 7 boards for Filippo Carasino to go with 14 points. Flirting with a triple-double. Giaretti at the elbow. Papi marked by Warburton. Great off-ball movement from Italy, but Rawai misses the shot and a whistle has gone. Fryer with the foul. That's his third personal. Italy in the penalty, so Great Britain with a big advantage now with 5:30 to play. Every time Italy foul, they'll get foul shots now, Great Britain, and conversely, Great Britain nowhere near foul trouble, just one team foul in the fourth. Abdi Jama at the stripe, and he splashes the first. And Jama now becomes the second Great Britain player into double figures. And confidently makes them both. Great Britain 7 of 11 from the free throw line here tonight. Giretti. Papi looks for Carosino, finds him. Carosino throws it up, no good. Lovely tip from Rawai. Papi misses the shot. Ball is loose, it's in the hands of Warburton. Fryer collects. Fryer now off to the races. Lee Fryer, the easy two. Timeout Italy. Great Britain rocking and rolling here. Well, we hope you're enjoying the action here on the IWBF Europe and IWBF YouTube channel as the road to Canada next year continues. Of course, the action continues into tomorrow. Plenty of group phase action for both the men and the women. And of course, it all builds up to the final on Saturday, October 18th. And for the women, it'll be on Friday the 17th. Papi will collect, but hounded by Harry Brown. And here is Giretti. Giretti still has it. Foul is called on Abdi Jama, who instantly learns of his fate. Only Great Britain's second team foul, though, in this fourth quarter, so not troubling the count just yet. Giretti still has it. 10 to shoot for Italy. Giretti at the elbow, throws it up, no good, gets his own rebound. Papi has it. Papi now. Great defense from Manning. Rawai still has it. Manning swipes it away from him. Gimme that, says Lee Manning, and a whistle has gone. Substitutions coming. Driss Said will check back in for Italy. Ahmed Rawai will come out. And that foul, of course, sends Lee Manning to the stripe. Grazes the rim with the first. Lee Manning, 5 points, 4 boards in this contest. The minutes have been spread out well by Bill Johnson's side. Only James McSorley yet to see court time at the moment. Giretti. Giretti still has it. Throws it, and it's welcomed in by Papi. 7 to shoot for Italy. Papi, lovely play. And Papi, the finish just lacking. Execution not there for Italy at the moment. Here is Warburton. And Warburton will have to reset. Here is Brown. Brown glides to the basket, and his pass is, well, I think he was going for the shot. Either way you look at it, it'll be an Italy ball. .349 to play, and Great Britain up double figures and in control. They've led for the vast majority of this contest. Giaretti to Carosino, marked by Manning. 4 to shoot. Saeed misses. Swiped away by Manning. Foul by Giaretti. And now Lee Fryer will head to the foul line. Man who made his debut at the last World Championships in Dubai before winning gold in Rotterdam, Lee Fryer. Lee Fryer misses the first. First miss at the foul line tonight for Lee Fryer. He was 2 of 2 before that. Misses them both, but Manning gets the offensive board. Only Great Britain's second offensive rebound in this contest. Fryer has the ball. Warburton swings it. Jammer at the foul line. No, off the back iron. Great rebound from Manning, and the finish from Warburton. Slowly but surely, Great Britain creeping away and leaving Italy in the dust. A quick foul called on Great Britain. They have one more foul to give now to the European champions. Here is Papi. Carosino. Carosino gets past Jammer, met by Fryer. Papi has it. Tanguy at the foul line, zips it along. The shot is up, the shot is good. Warburton. Brown marked by Papi. Good defense from Papi. Fryer. There'll be a possession arrow there. That'll be GB's ball off the possession arrow. And the ball was tangled up. 2:28 to play, and Great Britain up 11. Their biggest lead of the game was 13. Warburton. Fryer has it. 9 to shoot. Fryer passes it off. Brown off balance. He'll go to the stripe. Harry Brown to the foul line, the youngest player to make his senior debut for Great Britain. A fresh-faced 16-year-old. Many years later and a big beard later, he's now at the foul line and he makes the first. And Great Britain now in command. A whistle has gone on Italy again, so Harry Brown will go back to the stripe. Silly foul. There's Dimitri Tanguy now with his third personal. Giaretti fouled out. And a lot of their players on 3 fouls. Carosino on 4. And Brown makes the second, and now Great Britain with their joint biggest lead of the game. Tanguy has it. Papi. Papi surveying the floor. Finds Saeed, and again agonizingly rolls out. That's just been the story of Italy's fourth quarter. Brown zips it to Fryer. Fryer wasn't expecting it. He'll go to the line for two. Lee Fryer still on the deck. Harry Brown had an open lane, decided to pass it to Fryer, and the referees are going to check to see if this is going to be an unsportsmanlike. Well, it's not been pretty, but Great Britain are a minute and 53 seconds away from getting the job done and improving to 2-0 here in Group B. Italy will still have something to say about it, but they're in the penalty, and right now Great Britain are giving Italy a hard time, and they're having to foul on nearly every Great Britain possession. Unsportsmanlike foul has been called. So Great Britain will have shots and possession. Lee Fryer misses the first, and he rolls in the second. And a timeout has been called by Italy with 1:53 to play. Well, as mentioned, these two teams have tough tests tomorrow as Great Britain take on France in what should be a mouth-watering encounter, and equally as so for Italy as they take on the Netherlands. As Group B continues tomorrow, as does Group A, and of course the Women's European Championships. But right here, right now, Great Britain leading by 14, their biggest lead of the game. They have the ball at the moment. Here is Warburton. And Great Britain will look to eat away as much of the game clock as they can. However, they do have 6 to shoot here. Fryer with the ball. Swept wide to Warburton. Warburton goes close to the cup and puts it down. And Harry Brown nearly got the steal there. Here is Pellizzari on the ball. Gabriel da Silva Pellizzari still has it. 9 to shoot now for Italy. Papi at the foul line gets it to go. $1:15 to play. Warburton has it. Warburton wants to slow it. Sweeps it wide to Fryer. And Fryer will eat away as much of the shot clock as possible. Warburton nearly hit that one as well. With under a minute to play. And 15 seconds taken off the shot clock and the game clock. Great Britain will get the job done here against a strong Italy side. Here is Boganelli. Boganelli will drive at Fryer, throw up a prayer as the shot clock was winding down. Warburton. And Fryer sweeps past Benvenuto. Here is Warburton, Abdi Jama, shot clock at 1. Manning has to put it up, and he got it off just as the shot clock was about to expire. But as the seconds tick down, as Brown gets the steal, and he'll just let it go. Great Britain, it wasn't the prettiest of victories, but they get the job done and improve to 2-0 in Group B. The European champions defeat Italy 67-53 in our final battle here on court number 1 today. Greg Warburton, 18 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 2 steals and 3 assists to his name. Abdi Jama, the mid-range assassin, with 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting, with 4 rebounds to boot. For Italy, Filippo Carasino with 14 points and 7 rebounds, 4 assists as well. He was supported by Driss Said off the bench with 12. But a solid performance from Great Britain, as said, wasn't the prettiest, but the win is what matters. They go to 2-0. Italy dropped to 1-1 in Group B. It's been a great game of basketball here today in Sarajevo. Thank you so much for joining us, but I'm John Hobbs. Goodbye for now.